So, what is going on, guys? This is Ryan here.
And this is the Ryan here.
And today we're going to be talking about a fan theory. And this one was actually submitted by a user who goes by the name of Mr. 199 Racer. So, thank you very much for your theory. And in this one, we're going to be talking about if Balloon Boy is a hallucination or if he's actually real.
Yes, this is a very widely debated topic that has sparked interest since Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
Yeah, and that was kind of based upon the fact that when Balloon Boy actually enters your office, he doesn't really attack you as such, does he? He kind of just, he makes his presence known, he makes sure you know he's there, and he doesn't encourage the other animatronics and kind of pick up their pace and make them a bit more aggressive.
Yeah, especially Foxy, yes.
Yeah, but he doesn't actually do anything towards you, like in terms of harming you. He doesn't ever attack you. He doesn't actually cause your death directly. It's always something else who is responsible, which made a lot of people think maybe this guy isn't actually real. Maybe he's a hallucination, and because you're experiencing it, it's kind of like maybe it's triggering a series of events and making the animatronics more aggressive, or at least maybe you're paranoid it's happening. But there is a couple of things which kind of contrast with this also within the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 pizzeria.
And that would be the drawings we see on the wall. As we can see throughout the establishment, there are pictures of Balloon Boy with loads of customers.
Yeah, and because of this kind of fact, it makes the whole idea of Balloon Boy being some kind of hallucination a little bit kind of sketchy, because at the end of the day, if other people seem to have seen this same, I'm not going to say animatronic, but same character, then that must mean that it can't be a hallucination, because a hallucination generally refers to kind of one person experiencing some kind of event. But he must be real in some form at least.
Yeah, I think most people thought he was a hallucination due to the fact that the phone guy doesn't actually mention anything about Balloon Boy.
Yeah,
and,
he's very shrouded, isn't he? No one really knows his origins or anything. He's just kind of introduced and thrown straight into there.
That's what I mean, and as we know in Five Nights at Freddy's, the phone guy usually just discusses everything with you, what you need to know. He's like, oh yeah, there's going to be a Balloon Boy who comes into your office, by the way. He's going to really annoy you. He doesn't say anything like that.
Usually he kind of tells you at least something that's going to happen, like, you know, Foxy, things like that. But yeah, there's nothing on Balloon Boy. It's kept very quiet about this character, and it actually remains quiet throughout the whole of Five Nights at Freddy's 2. And now, Five Nights at Freddy's 3, it seems like his character's a bit more prominent. I mean, generally, the first jump scare we actually experience in Five Nights at Freddy's 3 is responsible from Balloon Boy himself. And we actually have a sound file that we can play to lure Springtrap away from the office, and it is, of course, the recognizable voice of Balloon Boy.
Yeah, this kind of backs up the theory that it might be real, because why would the animatronic go towards a sound that doesn't exist, if you know what I mean?
Precisely, and I don't know, I just think it's interesting. Like, when I first heard it and it was Balloon Boy's voice, I was kind of thinking to myself, why on earth would they kind of use his voice? Out of all the other animatronics, they could have used absolutely anything, but they chose to use a young boy saying hello and laughing.
Yeah, so, I mean, the fact that it's actually there, that you have it as an option to play audio on your screen, obviously it does exist within the establishment. Yeah.
And it's just interesting that Springtrap's obviously attracted to this voice, and it actually sparked a different kind of, I suppose you could say, an incline in the way we're actually looking at this theory, and it makes us think that maybe Springtrap was responsible for the murder, and maybe Balloon Boy was actually one of his victims.
Yeah, this would make sense, because why would the Springtrap go towards the voice of Balloon Boy? It's almost like he needs to kill this child. He's got an urge to still kill this child.
Yeah, and even maybe if Balloon Boy wasn't one of the children that the Springtrap actually killed, he might be some kind of representation towards the children who have died. Maybe he kind of represents all of them in one, just so that we're kind of aware someone was responsible for this, and maybe because of the laughter, Springtrap is ultimately drawn towards him.
Yeah, it does sound like maybe the Balloon Boy is working like a mocking kind of figure. It's mocking the Springtrap into following him, and, you know, we all want to throttle the Balloon Boy, but obviously Springtrap obviously has, if what you're saying is correct, has a more of a reason to do so.
Exactly, yeah. Maybe, I don't know, if he was one of the murdered children, he's almost come back in like a spirit form, and because of the fact he's mocking Springtrap, he just can't handle it, and it's just absolutely driving him insane. He has to find this kid, and it must be important because of the simple fact that it draws Springtrap away from you, and if he knows that you actually exist and you are definitely in the office because that's where he's heading to, you know, a simple voice of a child draws his attention instantly away from it, and it can keep him at bay in the most aggressive nights, even like night 6, and, you know, all the other nights that follow. So Balloon Boy is definitely really important in this game, and I think we don't actually know the full story of, you know, why he's so important, and I think we need to understand this ASAP, really, don't we?
Yeah, definitely. Balloon Boy is a very, very strange character indeed.
Yeah, just kind of the way he was introduced to the story. We didn't know a lot about him, but instantly he seemed to at least represent something of, I suppose you could say, a serious manner. You know, the way he used to draw the animatronics to your office. Now he actually kind of draws Springtrap away also. It all kind of adds up, doesn't it? It makes his character seem a little more important.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, guys, hopefully you did enjoy this theory. Thank you once again, Mr. 199 Racer, for your submission. It was actually a great idea idea, and I'm sure it's going to spark a lot of conversation in the comment section down below on whether or not Balloon Boy is actually a hallucination or real. Because sometimes, you know, these kind of open-ended theories, they're a lot, I don't know, I seem to appreciate them more because it allows many people to kind of stress their own theories in the comment section, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
So it allows for a lot more debatable topic, and that's always fun with theories. So yeah, guys, hopefully you did enjoy the video. Of course, if you did, be sure to like the video, and hey, if you're new around here, why not subscribe for daily theories and also gameplay videos. So yeah, thank you very much for watching the video, guys, and of course, we'll see you on the next one.
Goodbye, guys.
Want to see even more content from us?
Consider liking and subscribing to ensure you'll see all content in the foreseeable future.
And hey, why not check out our past 2 videos?